Welcome to day number 113. 30-kilometer day to Saint Palais. Called the tourist office to see if I can stay at the Franciscan church. I guess it is. Otherwise, there's a hotel that's expensive, and if that's the case, then no, I'll have to do that. But otherwise, it's the last one until Saint Palais, which is tomorrow. It's crazy. But let's get going. Welcome to day number 13, more officially. Heading off. I didn't realize that I hadn't paid her actually, because I thought sometimes when you book it just does that automatically. So we had to go to a bank to withdraw some money, so I did that. Or we just drove back and forth because of course I'm not allowed to drive anywhere. And through the little village here, get on my way. And right now I feel like I'm walking the opposite way than I should, so it's weird. It's really weird. Why am I walking this way? Guess we'll have to see. I'm not walking in the right direction, I just had to walk back because I had to cross the river somewhere. So this is the route for the day actually. That's the place I'm in right now, Sorde I'Abbaye, and then I'll end up in Saint Palais today. So those are all the towns I'll walk through today, I guess. History, Camino history. And apparently it's a place for Kiwis. And what is interesting was that she has called this place Aroha, and it's the same name as the place, a resort in Glenorchy, close to Queenstown, where I lived and worked. A really high-end resort, and it means, I forget what it means in the Maori language, but it's the same, so it's kind of fun. Another bridge crossing, heading toward the sun over there. It's chilly these days, or seems like the morning kind of stays, you know. Coolness. Kind of wondering if I know the first day over the mountain and after Santiago, that's going to be the potentially coldest and most windy and all that. So I wonder. I think my pants are fine, and I think what I have is fine too. I mean, when it's cool, it doesn't really matter because when you've walked a bit, it's warm. You know, your body's warm. So unless it's freezing or the weather is really awful, then it's okay. It's okay. Looks like it has rained a lot. Sun's coming out. Really nice. And I just called the tourist office in Saint Palais. They directed me to the tourist office in Santiago. They said that the Franciscan church or the Franciscan area or whatever that place that hosts pilgrims, Kiwi land, rock up, which I Kiwis, if it's not full. So I'm kind of wondering if that is really true. But I'm going here because it happens today. Then. Yeah. A lot of rain in the Pyrenees, they give a lot of wet. They need a lot of moisture stuff. That's what I heard. So apparently that's a sign, and fruit trees for pilgrims. They're planted for pilgrims, so when there's fruits, pilgrims can pick it off the trees. And right now I don't know where I'm going. Must be this way. Yeah, just walking through fields and small villages. Nice temperature, really perfect. It's dry and yeah, it's really nice. It doesn't feel like it will rain, just kind of cool and dry. It's good. Oh yeah, it's worth noting that I'm not exactly sure, but I either already am or very close to being in the Basque country. Very important to note. You see, in Spain is not Spain. There's the Basque country, there's the Catalonia, there's Galicia, there's Valencia. There's not much Spain. If you really know Spain, there's not much Spain. It's a very superficial, and there's many of those realities, like all over the place in Europe, where the countries themselves are just a superficial facade of what it really is. And if you know anybody from those areas in Spain, for example, or from Catalonia, from the Basque country, they'll tell you that they're not part of Spain or France or whatever it is. It's important to note. You might not be able to see it on the video, but there is the Pyrenees, the mountain range out there in the horizon. Suddenly I just feel much more peace. Mountains is just so peaceful. Peaceful giants just standing there. A lot of pilgrim monuments here. It's nice to see. I don't know where I'm heading actually. Oh, this way. Video and me and this guy. Hello! A little update here. It's going slow. I mean, just step by step here. And what I mean is that the Camino is zigzagging a lot today. But trying to take it easy and just enjoy, because I feel like it's one of the last times I can do this for some reason. In a good way. Like, feel quite nice, peaceful. I enjoy it. I just trying to take it easy and take it in. And the reason is that it's very likely that I'll meet a lot of pilgrims now, a lot more, which means that in a positive way I'll be distracted. So it might be one of the last times I can really walk alone. And of course it will happen again during the days, you know. It still is, I'm walking for myself, you know. I mean, I'm not going to be dependent on anybody unless it's really like special connection or it just flows, you know, as it should. And probably will, I hope. But otherwise, I think that's one of the reasons why I know that it's close to that, you know. I don't know what Magloria is, what it said on the sign there. Probably sound like a pilgrim place. If it is, I might stay. I have not booked anything yet, so I've been sort of walking on the trust that Franciscan Church Association or whatever has enough room. But I also have some bit of extra cash coming in here today, so from some other work, and I might get too used to the hotel life. It's not good for a pilgrim. Either way, I need a place to sleep, so I mean, I'll have to make a decision soon. I have about 11, 12 kilometers left, and the last 5 kilometers have probably taken 2 hours, I think. That's what it feels like. But do enjoy it, and feel very light and excited, and a really high vibration in terms of energy. I really feel good. I'm beginning to feel proud. I feel content, feel joy. It's really amazing to look back and say I really did this. And earlier I had the thought that the reason why, I mean, right now my legs are just walking, and they have been for a while, you know. I don't think about that it's hard or whatever. I mean, in the last days I've really proven that, you know. I mean, I've walked really far. If I go all the way to Santiago tomorrow, I have walked 160 kilometers in 5 days. I don't think I've done that on the trip. So it's also sort of a conclusion that I'm just in the zone, you know, of walking. And I can just keep going, and even though I feel pain sort of in my legs, I just feel that they're as strong as, or stronger than that pain, you know. And as I said to Rana, who interviewed me a couple weeks ago, pain is a subtle friend, you know. When you have walked far, it's like pain has become sort of a it's like it's there. It's like the ego, you know. It's there, but you can notice it and say, hey, thanks for watching over me, you know, or whatever. But I'm not gonna pay too much attention to you because you're gonna destroy everything, just like the pain. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, so a really nice walk today. Perfect weather, really, for walking. Slightly cool, cooler than I maybe wish, but definitely good enough. So and walked in really remote areas of, you know, landscape of farms and very, not even villages, kind of just remote sections of houses or whatever you would call that. But really nice. Yeah, the last videos of my trip has been a bit longer than normal, but I'll share what I share. You can watch what you want to watch. Yeah, I'm just trying to record. I don't know if I'll post this, but see the birds there. It's like I saw a flock of 30. It must be eagles. They're huge. Just gliding. There's like 30 of them. It's totally quiet here. Look at that. Can you see? Wow, they're really close. Ha. That's so cool. I think there was more than 30 I counted before, at least. Wild. I saw that yellow sign and I was like, oh, I don't understand what it says. And then I looked on my left on the other side of the road and that half of the sign was there. So I got to understand that this is the Center for Nature or something, some kind of nature center. And it wants me to go this way, which looks kind of beautiful, but yeah, I just want to get done. It's really beautiful to walk here, having the view of the Pyrenees out on the horizon, walking down hills, down into the valley. So I'm literally at the feet of the Pyrenees. And in a few days, I will cross. And decided that I need to both work, but I also need to congratulate myself tonight and say thank you. Thank you to myself for taking this long walk to, which is the last day before the pilgrimage really begins, kind of. Or at least the finish of it, the beauty of it, the home-like feel of it. Saint-Palais. It's going to be the biggest day so far. It's a tiny little town, but has such a significant meaning to so many pilgrims. It is the hub. It's where every pilgrim almost either goes through or starts from. And it is what I have been walking towards the entire time. That's this little town. And depending on how I feel tomorrow, I will either walk to there tomorrow or halfway. But I think I will walk the whole way and then see if I can stay in a cheaper place as a pilgrim for 2 nights. Usually you can only stay 1 night, so. But I will first start walking on the 15th because that is the day where I will also have a podcast with my good friend Stefan. We will have our 4th podcast, I think it is. Yes. We had one in April, and we had one in July when I was in Glückstadt, and then we had one when I entered Paris, the day I entered Paris. And I really wanted to do it when I was in Saint-Palais. I really wanted to have the talk there because that is where it wouldn't be as special to talk about that today or the whole trip since Paris that day, because Saint-Palais is the finish in terms of France, in terms of it is the main goal. It's been the main goal so far, you know. Besides Finisterre, that is the main goal, Saint-Palais. So in some cases, I actually care more about that than Santiago. Santiago is going to be a big deal, but to me, it's not the finish. Special days here feel really good. The weather is perfect, and yeah, I just enjoy it. I don't know if that was for me, that honk. I feel very content. So much has happened the last months. So many frustrations, so much anger. Beep beep. So much beauty in terms of nature and whatever I've felt it myself. I mean, it's been a whirlwind of everything. And there was an incident some days ago that I haven't talked about, that I'll first talk about in a bit of time, just because I actually don't dare to before. Yeah, it's just a big deal. I mean, I'm crossing 2,500 kilometers, or I have already. And I think I'm way over 2,600, to be honest. And then, so I think I've calculated pretty well that the full trip will be about 3,600 kilometers. That means about 4.5 million steps. And with the kilometers and steps I took in Denmark before, which was a month and a half where I walked a lot, I will have walked more than 5 million steps, and I will have walked, I'm realizing now that there's no microphone on, so maybe you haven't heard anything of what I've said. But yeah, 5 million steps, and we're way over 4,000 kilometers in 6 months. Pretty well done. Pretty well done. And decided here this evening that I booked a nice place in there, expensive as hell, but who knows? Who cares? You know, I mean, I want to celebrate and feel good about this. I also need to work, so I can't just be too distracted by. It was that Franciscan place, and yeah, it was enticing, but a bit further away and all that. So a couple of kilometers here. Been a long day, close to 35 kilometers, I think, about 30 in distance. But yeah, happy days. Feel really good. As you can see, the weather is with me. Walking down into the valley at the feet of the Pyrenees. Yeah, I'm gonna ramble a bit again because I don't know if that the last message came in. It was a bit long, but the gist of it is just a perfect day, man. Just perfect weather. The sun just came in a little while ago and warmed everything up. Really nice temperature. Walking into what you saw was One, and what you saw underneath, I think it's the Basque pronunciation or the Basque spelling, because I'm in the Basque country now. I see cars with Basque flags in them and so on, and it's I actually saw one in Bordeaux already. I don't know where the border is, but it must be around here. So that's nice because I have much more respect for a Basque country than a Spanish country, because the Spanish country is superficial, and a Basque country is where people want to be independent, and I like that. Yeah. And I'm going to Saint Palais, as you saw on the sign there. That's where I'm heading now, and it's been a really beautiful walk today. It's been long, but I really enjoyed it in a way that has been different. Yeah, I'm gonna celebrate tonight, celebrate today, celebrate the whole trip. An expensive option. You only live once, as far as I know. That has worked out so far. So last kilometer here, then we're done for the day. And yes, the first red flag, I don't know what it is, and then France, and the EU, and then the Basque one. This one. So have arrived for the night, and nice little area here. I have arrived. Very expensive room for the looks, I think, but oh la la, what happened to my left leg there? But it's good to arrive. But it's amazing, my legs feel so strong. I could have walked way further. It's like they're numb to strength. So yeah, good to be here. And yeah, we'll go eat something in the restaurant later. Got the menu here. And we'll just enjoy myself today and tonight, and yeah, that's it. I'm here. I will head to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port tomorrow. Long day, long video for you guys. Sorry, but it's just nice to share a bit more, I guess, these days. So, yep. Ciao for now. Maybe first see you tomorrow, I guess. So, at a restaurant, and have chosen the most expensive menu. They have 4 dishes, and I don't care. I'm just gonna enjoy my evening here, because tomorrow this is the last full day walking in France. Tomorrow I feel like, or alone. Tomorrow is different. So just gonna enjoy and do some riding and take it easy. Ja, super.